for example, General Lushaba.
No, I would like to stick. Let's stick with the first. Please don't pick and choose. Take me through. If you make me understand, with reference to General Khumalo, I think I can extend that understanding to the rest of them. Let's stick with General Khumalo.
You mean just on General Khumalo with regard to his vetting file? Yes. There's an investigation with regards to General Khumalo and his vetting file,
okay.
which is part of another investigation that is there.
Okay.
So that is why I said, in this matter here, where all these files are requested, it's all people that's implicated in various investigations, that we looked at their personal files, their vetting files, and not to say that we want the personal file for this or the vetting file for this. We want all the files to look at holistically what is there.
And presumably all those investigations are backed up by the requisite Section 27 affidavits.
It's backed up by the investigation that we conducted.
Section 27 affidavit. We agreed yesterday that's a trigger. Remember
again, Councillor, as I said in the beginning, I did not see
we know. Sorry.
Now,
Colonel.
You see, Colonel, I engaged you quite extensively yesterday on that trigger. You remember that quite extensively. Now, the very fact that you must now, in response to these questions about the trigger, say you never saw the referral, that creates a serious problem. It actually buttresses the point that you must see that referral. Otherwise, you are investigating in the dark. Do you see what I mean? Do you understand what I mean?
I understand.
You are investigating in the dark because for you to even begin, you begin because there's that trigger as provided for in Section 27. Otherwise, what are you going on about? Sorry to interrupt. You want to comment?
Thank you, Chair. That's helpful.
Please, yes.
I feel that
we know, and please don't repeat that you did not see the Section 27 referral. We heard you umpteen times on that. Please comment.
Commissioner, can I respond?
Yes.
Commissioner, I know and I understand that I've referred to it various times, and it comes up every now and again. And I'm standing before yourself, Chair, and the Commission, and I'm trying to answer in the best way I can.
Yes.
But it always comes back to the 27.
And it must.
And it must.
It does. Sorry. It does so because it must. That's the problem for you.
Yes.
Please continue with your comment.
And as Commissioner, Chair, has pointed out, the importance of the Section 27, how important it is for the investigating officer going forward, something which we never bothered about because we have our chief criminal investigator, we have a briefing. If one has to come and see how we operate in terms of the briefing, it's different. One expects that, okay, this is how it is, but it's not like how it is. But you have pointed out something important. And what is important about this current matter is that there are suspicions, allegations surrounding this investigations. So moving forward to avoid this type of stuff, and it is a fact, Commissioner, that around IDAC, there has been many allegations. And when you look at it, you look at the timings, you look at a whole lot of things, and it points to there must be something wrong. And then I sit here before you, and the one time I'm a witness, and another time I'm an accused. So bear me when I respond with that, because for me, I conducted an investigation that flew from a briefing from my chief investigator. I did a bona fide investigation. Whether some of these things fell out of the mandate of IDAC during the course or in the course, I cannot say, I did something wrong. I proceeded with it. And that is the honest thing that I'm saying.
I'll tell you that you actually did do something wrong. You get the A1 after the briefing by your chief, which I'm sure did not tell you much. You then get the A1, which you've agreed when Ms. Sildo was questioning you, that it is sparse. Here's what was wrong.
Yes.
You have this A1, it's sparse. It should have triggered in your mind, that should have triggered in your mind what was referred to us in the first place, and you should have gone to see what was referred. If all you see is this A1 that does not have anything, basically, you should have, but on what basis could this ever have been referred to us? And you ought to have gone back to the referral. Please, Chief, give me that referral. Don't you agree?
That's noted, Chief.
Sorry?
Sorry. Apologies, Chair. But I think that's a word we say.
I happen to have an aversion to that chief thing. I personally do. So what's your comment?
No, Chair, it is noted. And the concern
No. I'm asking you whether you agree. Do you agree?
Sir, at this time, and remember,
I'm asking you this one time.
Yeah.
I'm asking you so for you to say this time as if you have another time to disagree. Do you agree?
Chair, at this time and this moment, this is the
You
best that I
agree.
can do an answer. When you say that
You've heard me, please don't repeat. You've heard me, please don't repeat. Do you agree?
No, sir, then I cannot say I agree, sir.
Why do you not
Because
agree?
at that moment-
Why do you not agree?
Sir, because at that moment in time, when I received the briefing, compared to the time now that you are asking me and telling me these questions about the importance of the section 27, yes. But at that time, I did not worry about it or think about it, or even 27 came to my mind at that moment in time. There was no 27 in my mind except the briefing.
So you have this A1 that's empty, or the content of which is sparse, and you just close your mind to the question whether there was a basis for referring in the first place. You just close your mind to that.
No, sir. I took what
You did not. You did not close your mind?
Chair?
I'm saying, did you then close your mind to the fact that I have an A1
Yes.
that's very sparse in content? Did you close your mind to that?
No, I didn't close my mind to it, Chief.
Why did you not?
Chair,
Why
I
did you
didn't-
not? Why did you not check then?
I went on what little was there, and I conducted further investigations to expand on the Chair. As it was there, it needed me to look further into it.
Not if you know what the provisions of Section 27 are for purposes of making a referral. And up to now, you have not suggested that you do not know what Section 27 provides.
Yes, sir.
So you could not proceed on the basis of this A1 without satisfying yourself, is there enough to proceed at all? And the basis for proceeding would have been the referral. This is sparse, then what was referred in the first place? That you would find out from the Section 27 referral. It's on that basis that I'm asking you, so you closed your mind to that.
So when you put it that way, close your mind, let me say, I cannot take it any further, Chair, and I have to stand with what you say.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Because we've spoken about it, and
Thank you,
it's
thank
over
you,
and over.
thank
So
you, thank you.
that's the best answer I get, and although I'm caught in the middle there,
Yes,
and I have to
yes.
leave it there, caught in the middle, Chair, and I cannot
Yes.
take it any
You
further.
see, you seem to have performed your functions perfunctorily. You just...
No, sir. But
Yes, yes, Mr.
Thank you, Chair. Can I invite you to the page before? I'm looking at the summons. We are still with the summons. Can I take us to a page before 2117? 2117. Remember, we're looking at 2118, so just go a page before.
2117.
Wait.
Looking at the summons on 938.
Or 936. Then I'm looking at a different version. I want us then to go to a page before. It's a duplication. That would be 937. My apologies. So we ended up with duplications instead of, it appears at 2117 as well. Now we know it starts at 936, that summons, of the 6th of February, 2025. I then go to 937, and I look at under background, and I see that it states under background, the information required from you relates to the conducting of an investigation into serious fraud and corruption committed within SAPS. Then you state that you invoke Section 28, Sub 13 of the NPA Act, and you say you are looking into allegations of the commission of the following offenses: 1, fraud; 2, corruption. So that's what you're investigating here. Correct. Now, if we go back then to our 938, your response to why you are looking into the security clearances and vetting of such a wide list of people beyond Mrs. Mukwele was that this particular summons was not issued for, specifically in relation to the Mukwele appointment investigation, but was broader and included other investigations.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
So is it then fair to assume, to conclude, and I see at the bottom, it's signed by Advocate A. Johnson.
That's correct.
Is it correct to assume that each separate investigation into the security clearances and vetting files of Kumalo, Lushaba, Madondo, Ngube, I'll skip 1.5 and 1.4, 1.5 and 1.6 because these were the contenders for this position we're discussing, and Dobby. I must accept that somewhere within IDEC lie either one or more Section 27 affidavits authorizing an investigation into the vetting processes or security clearances of these individuals. Alternatively, that IDEC, the ID, has taken on their own volition a decision to investigate those issues. So we know in IDEC, it's either by way of Section 27 affidavit or where the ID has taken a decision. I must assume, for purposes of this summons, that one of them apply in relation to all these people listed here, excluding the person at 1.5 and 1.6. So when we make a request to IDEC to be provided with Section 27 affidavit or Section 28 sub 1 authorization in respect of Kumalo, Lushaba, Madondo, Ngube, and Bobby, that it should be found. There would be one of them.
As I indicated, these are all implicated people in other investigations. Whether they, as I said again, we're coming back to touch on the 27. Here, as I indicated before, the briefing on the investigation is done. It's got to do with vettings. It's got to do with a whole lot of allegations and which is going to result in investigations. So these documentation which is required for the purpose of these investigations were put in there. It's all implicated people. Whether there will be something tangible found or whatever is only discovered when we receive the documents, which has happened in some of the cases, that there is nothing tangible to that. But it's all part of the investigations. These files and documents are all part. When I say the investigations, the different investigations that we conducted, because one investigation will flow into another investigation.
So then at least,
the question, sorry, Ms. I was going to ask that question. Let me just try to amplify her question. We may get a better answer, hopefully. Ms. Silo has read for you that last paragraph, details of the matter or other information. So we know that these are, in fact, it reads, let me remind you how it reads. It reads, the investigation pertains to manipulation of security service vetting processes, which resulted in the unlawful issuing of security clearance. That's what the investigation is about. That's why these people's vetting files
Yes,
are being sought.
yes,
The question is, we must therefore have in the IDEC dockets that raise complaints or an allegation about these individuals that have been listed. They cannot be a random, if things are done properly,
Yes.
they couldn't be a random list of people. There must be a docket for each one of them that raises issues about their vetting and security clearance.
yes,
You agree that is the case? There must be a document.
yes. When we say you wouldn't get individual dockets, it could be one docket where a few people are implicated in with
Yes.
regarding to manipulation of processes. But particular, Chair, Commissioner, there is one specific docket as a result of it that has been opened and which is finalized and pending
Yes.
on the process. Thank you,
So,
Chair.
so in fact, if you look at 936, you have a CIN number, and I think you said a CIN number is an inquiry number.
Yes.
Right? So if we get that docket or file, let's call it a file, because at this point it's an inquiry. If we get a copy of that CIN file, we should find in it the allegation, the original allegation about the vetting and security clearance, whatever complaint it is. We should find it in that file.
It will be CIN first and then it will change to the docket number.
I'm still at CIN because this summons here, it's not yet at docket stage. It gives a reference, a CIN reference. So if I go into the CIN file, we should find the complaint that lists all of those people
Yes.
as involved in vetting and vetting manipulation.
Yes, you will
Okay.
find the allegation and the summons and everything in the file.
Okay, thank you.
But-
Thanks, Mr.
And if I may just follow up on that, in the very same files that Commissioner Baloyi references, we will find an authorization to inquire into their own personal security clearances. Let's take Kumalo as a start, issued for the ranks of Brigadier, Major General, and Lieutenant General. Because now you are investigating these people and their own vetting.
Yes.
So in some CIN file within IDEC is authorization to inquire and investigate into the security clearances of those particular people. Not for purposes of being on a panel, but they themselves are subject to investigation by IDEC, and their vetting and security clearances are brought into question. We will find that.
Can I?
Yes, please.
respond? Thank you, Chair, Commissioners. During the course of the investigation, when you are investigating one part or you're investigating something, you will pick up something else along the way with regards to the same allegation. So therefore, you will find that a number of other files are requested in that. During the course of the investigation, other things come up which you have to investigate. So when you say, but no, you need an authorization now to continue, no. We continued. If something else came up where we found more corruption or we found more fraud, we continued with it. Because that investigation started at a point where it uncovered other stuff.
Okay. But then that would mean by the 6th of February 2025, some or other investigation was ongoing that led into the investigation of these particular individuals insofar as their security clearances and vetting is concerned. That's what you are saying.
Yes.
It may very well have started somewhere. And those files exist in IDEC. Because I'll take it, it's on that basis that Advocate Johnson would authorize
Yes.
that now. And that is important because otherwise it would appear that on the basis of investigating one issue, then IDEC can run around inquiring into, in this case in SAPS, everybody's security clearances and vetting in circumstances where there is neither a referral complaint in terms of Section 7 or a specific authorization in terms of Section 28(1)A by the investigating director. You say that would never happen.
Chair, Commissioners, Council, the investigation.
Can I just finish? Because just to finish, because what I've just painted would be patently unlawful. IDEC can't decide to wake up in the morning and decide that it is going to inquire into security clearances and vetting of the various generals and brigadiers here in circumstances where it is lacking in a Section 27 affidavit, or it doesn't have a written authorization in terms of Section 28. If you don't have those, that investigation will be patently unlawful, unless it can be justified on another basis. And you saying that basis would be, as you were busy investigating a robbery somewhere, I don't know how you would, but you come across General Lushaba and you say, I don't know, might as well look into his vetting kind of scenario. Am I getting the right picture here?
I'm with you, Councillor, Chair, Commissioners. You just don't go around and just investigate anybody for the purposes of investigation.
Absolutely.
We are investigating crime intelligence, right? Crime intelligence with the allegations made. During the course of those investigations, what you find, but there is another link to that investigation that's there that you have to look at, where criminality has taken place. During the course of it too as well, there are allegations. And those allegations, because it's a preliminary investigation, you have to eliminate. Is it there, is it not there?
Can I just
hope
say
that I
something?
answered
Colonel?
it.
You know, my difficulty, this is your starting point. This is your first subpoena to the National Commissioner. The allegations that are brought to you is that a civilian from BMW has been favored. It seems to me that the starting point would be, what was the advert? What did this role, what are the descriptions? What is the description of the role?